Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of all the organizers, I would like to welcome you all to the International Conference on Energy, Water and Environment 2021, which is hosted by the Department of Mechanical Engineering, new campus of University of Engineering and Technology, Lahore, Pakistan. My name is Dr. Fahid Riaz, and I have a PhD from Singapore and double masters from Sweden and Netherlands, and I'm working as an assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, new campus. And I will be your host for today. Energy, water and environment are some of the biggest challenges faced by the world today. Especially Pakistan, which is a developing country, is facing huge challenges in energy, water and environment domain. And the purpose of this conference is to bring together researchers, engineers and scientists so that they can share ideas, they can share latest technological developments and form collaborations and partnerships. I welcome you all again and I thank you for your participation. And without any further ado, I would like to invite our colleague, Assistant Professor Hafiz Muhammad Shahid Akbar for reciting few verses from Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أولم ير الإنسان أنا خلقناه من نطفة فإذا هو خصيم مبين وضرب لنا مثلا ونسي خلقه قال من يحيي العظام وهي رميم قل يحييها الذي أنشأها أول مرة وهو بكل خلق عليم الذي جعل لكم من الشجر الأخضر نارا فإذا أنتم منه توقدون أوليس الذي خلق السماوات والأرض بقادر على أن يخلق مثلهم بلى وهو الخلاق العليم إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون فسبحان الذي بيده ملكوت كل شيء وإليه ترجعون صدق الله العظيم.
Thank you, Hafiz Muhammad Shahid Akbar, for your beautiful recitation of the Holy Quran. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite you all for the national anthem of Pakistan. Thank you very much for your attention to the national anthem. Now I would like to invite Dr. Muhammad Farooq, who is the secretary of this conference, to come and share some information and numbers about the conference. Dr. Muhammad Farooq did his PhD from Hertford University of UK, and now he is working as assistant professor at the Department of Mechanical Engineering, New Campus of UT Lahore. He is the head of the Energy and Environment Research Group of the department, and also he is the director of the MSc Thermofluids Engineering program. He is also the chair of the main library of the new campus. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Muhammad Farooq.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you very much, Dr. Fahid Riaz. Ladies and gentlemen, I, on the behalf of Organizing Committee of International Conference on Energy, Water and Environment, ICEWE 2021, warmly welcome you all on this great international occasion. I especially welcome all of our guests, our guest of honors, our international speakers, our invited speakers, and all the other resource person on this ICEWE. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a matter of great pleasure for me to describe that in this conference we have received participation from 17 countries of the world, and including 52 organizations, mainly from Pakistan, China, USA, many European countries, Gulf region, and from all over the world as well. Here you can see the different statistics from the submissions we have received. We have received total 314 submissions for this ICEWE. The acceptance rate for the ICEWE for the oral paper presentation was 38%, where we have 121 presentations today in different panel sessions. Then we have 51 posters, basically mainly from the undergraduate students and from other master and research students. Then we have 27 invited speakers in our this ICEWE from different part of the world. You can see from the conference passport, our conference passport comprising of 27 pages, and our book of abstract include 570 pages from all over the world submissions. Ladies and gentlemen, now let me introduce you regarding the proceeding of the day. We will have the opening ceremony. The stage secretary is Dr. Fahid Riaz, already connected with you, and in opening ceremony we have speeches of our honorable guests and the convener and the patron-in-chief of the ICEWE. And after the opening ceremony, we will have 7 panel sessions, in total 27 sessions, where the different researcher will give their talks. The mode of the presentation will be online. You have been all provided with the online links, and all the instructions are available in your emails and at our conference website as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 4 sessions, 2 before noon and 2 in the afternoon, and 7 parallel session. So we have total 27 sessions in this conference, where different authors from different part of the world, they will be speaking and they will enlighten their research contribution through their oral and poster presentations. After that, we will have the closing ceremony. In closing ceremony, we will have the best paper and best poster awards. We have 1 award from each category, so 6 award in total, 3 from the oral category in energy, water and environment, and 3 from the poster category. Ladies and gentlemen, in this conference we have some very special features which recognize this conference or distinguish this conference from other international conferences. The conference participant will receive the certificate, which is not the ordinary one, but we have this CPD credit point certificate under the license of Pakistan Engineering Council. Ladies and gentlemen, we have special issues of international journals associated with our international conference. These include number 1, Energy and Environment, SAIC publisher. This journal has impact factor of 1.6 and ranked in the Q2 category. Second journal, we have Biofuel Research. The site score for this journal is 10, and this is under Q1 categories. This is a great opportunity for all the researchers that they can contribute in the special issue of the journal, and all of the participants will receive the email after the conference regarding the submission of these special issues. Ladies and gentlemen, by this way our whole day will be concluded, and I will now hand over all the activities to our state secretary Dr. Fahid Riaz for the remaining proceedings of the opening ceremony. Thank you very much and have a great day.
Thank you, Dr. Mohammad Farooq. Now I would like to invite the convener of this conference, Professor Dr. Shahid Imran, who is also the head of the Department of Mechanical Engineering, New Campus, UT Lahore. Without his initiative and leadership, this conference would not have been possible. Dr. Shahid Imran did his PhD from Queen Mary University of London, and he is also a Fulbright Fellow. He has published many research papers and won international and national research grants. His research interests lie in sustainable energy and entrepreneurship. Please welcome Dr. Shahid Imran.
Thank you, Dr. Fahid. Welcome to the International Conference on Energy, Water and Environment. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to introduce you to this great event as well as the host institution, the great University of Engineering and Technology, Lahore, more commonly known as UT Lahore, that is turning 100 this year. This conference is one of the signature events we are organizing to mark this milestone. UET spans over 40 plus departments across her 5 campuses. It holds the honor of establishing and nurturing other engineering institutions like University of Engineering and Technology at Texla, MNS UET at Multan, and Khwaja Farid University of Engineering and Information Technology at Rahim Yar Khan. UET Lahore new campus was established in 2006, and it is located 25 kilometers northwest of its main campus. It spans over 300 plus acres of land at the crossroads of the industrial hubs of Lahore, Sheikhupura, Gujranwala, Sialkot, and Faisalabad. The new campus is an expanding facility, and it offers degree programs in biomedical engineering, chemical engineering, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, computer science, software engineering, and environmental sciences. The Department of Mechanical Engineering at New Campus is a seat of learning where the students are exposed to different aspects of professional engineering practice. The department has a student body of over 400, and there are more than 40 faculty members and support staff to serve the needs of these 400 students. The department has a history of hosting national as well as international conferences, seminars, and other different events. Now, the question is, why this conference on energy, water, and environment? Ladies and gentlemen, despite all the progress that has been realized as a result of technological advancements, the foundational needs of the society have not changed that much. Energy, water, and environment keep occupying the center stage. Energy and water are the key industrial inputs, and the access to these very precious resources remain the key determinant of the quality of life. Environment, on the other hand, is a direct victim of this industrial progress across the globe. Expanding population and rapid urbanization have put the natural resources under extreme pressure. We have moved from the small made of mud cottages to the large made of concrete mansions. Our means of communications have been transformed. We no longer use horses and carts to move from one place to another. Motorized transport has replaced the older means of communication. Communication have become faster. Human race is becoming a luxury-oriented species. All this progress has a cost. Energy crisis has become a perpetual phenomenon. Access to clean drinking water and clean air to breathe are becoming rare commodities. We must become smart the way we live, the way we take decisions, and the way we generate solutions to different societal and industrial problems. The concept of national security has gone more comprehensive and inclusive. It includes food security, water security, energy security, and environment security. So energy, water, and environment hold the key to national sovereignty. Ladies and gentlemen, optimized exploitation and sustainable generation and use of the natural resources are the way forward. We need to integrate the latest research into our industrial and societal fibers. At the end, I'm very grateful to all the sponsors who have contributed to this very noble cause. They are true champions of this great cause. They include University of Engineering and Technology, Lahore, Punjab Higher Education Commission, Pakistan Engineering Council, FSK Private Limited, TSI, INC, WWF, Vinilo Built, Asian Chemicals, Millet Equipment Limited, Ashraf Engineering Corporation, and many others. Special thanks go to Professor Dr. Syed Mansoor Sarwar, Vice Chancellor, UET Lahore, who is also the Patron-in-Chief of International Conference on Energy, Water and Environment, for his continuous support, motivation, and mentorship. Thank you, Dr. Fahid. Please carry on. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shahid Imran, for your message and inspiration.
FSK firm is one of the largest, and well-known, organization of Pakistan, we believe, in establishing long-lasting relationship. By taking the ownership of client goals, creating cost-effective engineering, and being responsive to client requirements. FSK research team has the expertise in field of EPC power plants, waste-to-energy production, HVAC, civil, mechanical, and electrical works, industrial automation, and control solution, consultancy and procurement operation, and maintenance services. For providing the technical training to young leaders, FSK proudly launches Pakistan First, international, collaborated, facility training by the name of FSK Institute of Technical Trainings. This venture is in collaboration with Mega Energy China, Center of Energy Research and Development, Al-Khwarizmi Institute of Computer Science, University of Engineering and Technology, Lahore.
FSK. Striving for excellence.
Assalamu alaikum. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me an immense pleasure to speak to you today at International Conference on Energy, Water and Environment. Role of University of Engineering and Technology has been remarkable in holding different conferences. As usual, FSK Private Limited has sponsored this conference, of which I am the CEO. Unfortunately, due to the current pandemic circumstances, this conference was not held in person and was held online. Now, since we are at the end of this conference and have shared a common goal and vision that issues related to energy, water and environment should be addressed very seriously. This can certainly help us to improve life standards with the convenient way to best utilize energy, water and protect our environment. I would like to thank all the experts for these valuable contributions to make this conference interesting and beneficial. The conference is bound to enhance our knowledge about the issues that are also the future issues. In future, we can see if we have any issue that these are the things which the humanity faces, and we will have to find solutions to the problems related to energy, water and environment.
Millet Equipment Limited, another sister concern of Millet Tractors, came into being in 1994. It is the most technologically advanced transmission shaft and gear manufacturing company in Pakistan. This modern facility is equipped for the manufacturing of a broad range of transmission shafts and gears, reduction unit, hydraulic lift pump, and balancer unit assembly for tractors. The widest range of machining and heat treatment facilities and leading-edge inspection and testing equipment give the company a clear competitive advantage in the industry. But its real strength lies in the human capital of highly motivated and experienced professionals.
are Vinyl Built. Pioneer in vinyl industry. We provide the lifetime warranty of our products. We are saving the trees to save lives. We deal in all type of doors, wall panels, windows, false ceiling, kitchen fittings, and much more.
Vinyl Built. Setting the standards.
Next, I would like to invite Professor Dr. Waqar Mahmood, who is leading CIRAD, Center for Energy Research and Development at New Campus, and KICS, Al-Khwarizmi Institute of Computer Science. He is well-known leader who has developed KICS into a national R&D center. Dr. Waqar Mahmood holds Masters and PhD from Georgia Tech, and his research interests lie in power electronics, computer science, and system integration. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Waqar Mahmood.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Chief Guest, the distinguished guests, the invited speakers, the researchers, and presenters of research, students, fellow faculty, Assalamu alaikum and very good morning and good afternoon, depending on where you are in the globe. I would like to welcome you to the first international conference on energy, water, and environment. This is a conference which is organized at a very critical time, and the topics selected are very important to the nation at this time. Looking at water, you probably will look at the requirement in Pakistan. We are number 3rd as the worst hit country as far as the water shortages are concerned. And we are in top 10 countries who have a severe shortage of clean drinking water. Similarly, if you look at the environmental aspects from the climate change perspective, which is further multiplying the water shortage issue, we are one of the top 10 countries which are worst hit due to climate change, resulting in droughts and floods. And if you look at energy, we have a mix which is used for generation of energy, includes about 64% of fossil fuel, which is of course worsening environment and also consuming water. And then we have 24% renewable that use hydel and solar, and then 9% we have renewable and some of the nuclear energy. So our mix is also not helping from the perspective of environment, as well as it is creating energy at a very high cost which is not affordable. So that results into a lot of subsidies provided by the government. So all of these issues are combined together, creating a security issue for Pakistan from energy and food perspective. So this conference will bring new ideas, researchers from all around the world, and especially the research papers which are getting published. They will bring in the ideas, and we hope that we will have a new concept being presented that will address these issues for Pakistan. As far as Center for Energy Research and Development is concerned, that I look after, we have been working very closely with the Government of Punjab Energy Department and also Punjab Energy Efficiency and Conservation Agency. So we have worked with them to introduce solar technology to the country, especially in Punjab. A large number of public sector solarization projects have been conducted with our help. We have now well-established labs at the center which can validate, test the solar panels. We have also worked with the agency to be able to test LED lights, which are main energy conservation component when we replace them in retrofitting programs. Similarly, we can also test pumps and motors, and also we can test air conditioners. So these are the facilities that are available now for the use by the public sector and the private sector throughout the country in terms of improving the efficiency of available components and appliances in the country from conservation perspective. Similarly, we have worked with the Energy Department to set up the first in Pakistan under 1 megawatt PPE ranged solar power generation in UET Lahore. And we are also going to have another megawatt in Kalachakaku campus of UET, New Campus Lahore. So these are leading activities which are conducted by the center as well as UET in the country in terms of improving the energy mix from the perspective of developing, producing its own energy through solar, and also helping out in energy efficiency and conservation activities by the PICA administration. Looking at the conference topics here in the researcher's profile, it is going to be a great opportunity for all scholars and those who are interested in the area to review, participate, and also exchange ideas in improving the issues related to these main topics. In the end, I would like to congratulate the conference organizers, especially Dr. Imran Shahid, who is heading the Mechanical, Mechatronics and Manufacturing Engineering at the UET New Campus, Kalachakaku. Under his dynamic leadership, this conference has been set up to a point that it is really successfully arranged. And then we have his team consisting of Dr. Farooq and there are many other. I probably will not be able to name all, but he has a very vibrant faculty available in the department, who is being assisted by, of course, the fellow departments at the KSK campus and also from UET Lahore main campus. And we are very glad to be a partner to this conference. I wish the conference will achieve its purpose, its objective, and I wish that the participants will have a great time today online, and this conference is going to be concluded in a very successful tone. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Waqar. It was actually a great challenge to shift the mode of the conference from physical to virtual, and Dr. Waqar and his team from KICS has helped us a lot by providing the IT and media infrastructure. So thank you again, Dr. Waqar. Next, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite the Dean, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, UET Lahore, Professor Dr. Nadeem Ahmed Mufti. Dr. Mufti is one of the senior most professors of the university, and his research interests are in advanced manufacturing technologies, industrial management, entrepreneurship, and project management. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Mufti.
Thank you very much, Dr. Fahad Riaz. Honorable Minister, worthy Vice Chancellor, domestic and international participants, conference convener, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and very warm greetings. It is indeed a great honor and privilege to say a few words at this occasion. Today's International Conference on Energy, Water and Environment has a broad scope, but all these three areas are well connected and have become a matter of great concern globally. Pakistan is also among those countries which are facing these challenges. When we talk about energy challenges, these are multidirectional. Economic and industrial development of a country is closely linked with energy requirements and consumption. On one hand, there is a growing need of energy due to industrial development, and on the other hand, a rising trend in energy consumption can also be observed due to increase in living standards. Industrial and economic development results into rise in living standards in our homes, at our workplaces, in our civic facilities, from transport to treatment, and from layer to crisis management. The earth has to pay a price for betterment in quality of life in terms of degradation of environment and global warming. Environmental challenges may relate to energy generation, industrial wastes, and consumer wastes. Environmental issues are sometimes hidden from the eyes of a common citizen, like dissolved contaminations, and sometimes these are as visible as smoke or smog. An environmentally responsible approach is essential for sustainable development. Water is a basic requirement for any type of life form, and its security, cleanliness, availability, conservation, storage, and quality are also rising concerns. Water is also directly connected to energy and environment. Therefore, challenges are multidimensional, but these challenges are closely integrated also. I believe that this international conference will provide a great opportunity for sharing knowledge and research ideas for short-term, medium-term, and long-term scenarios. And at the end, I would like to extend my appreciations to conference convener, Dr. Shahid Imran, conference secretary, Dr. Muhammad Farooq, and whole of the organizing team for their wonderful intellectual and physical hard work in shaping up this conference from idea to reality and from physical to virtual. Thank you very much and best wishes.
Thank you, the Dean of Mechanical Engineering, Professor Dr. Nadeem Mufti. Next, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite the Chairman of Punjab Higher Education Commission, Professor Dr. Fazil Ahmad Khalid, who is also the former Vice Chancellor of UT Lahore. Professor Khalid has more than 200 publications, research publications, and he has served at the top positions at Ghulam Ishaq Khan Institute and Muhammad Nawaz Sharif University of Engineering and Technology, Multan. He did his postdoc from Oxford and also served as a visiting professor in Switzerland. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Chairman of Punjab Higher Education Commission, Professor Dr. Fazil Ahmad Khalid.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. First of all, let me congratulate the University of Engineering and Technology for organizing this international conference on very important issues of energy, water, and environment. And this international conference certainly will provide a big opportunity not only to the faculty members and students, but also provide a networking platform to all the researchers and faculty members who are working in Pakistan as well as abroad for contribution and exchange of idea. And my special thanks to the Vice Chancellor, Organizing Committee, Dr. Shahid Imran and his team for this excellent initiative that he has undertaken for the organization of this one-day international conference. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that these three important issues which are going to be the themes for presentation and discussion in this conference are related to energy, which is one of the big challenges not only in the world but also in the country as well. And we have to see that how we can bring sustainability and meet the challenges at national level in terms of generation of energy as well as conservation of energy. And from that perspective, I'm sure that the recommendations of the experts and conference speakers would be very useful not only from academic point of view but also for the policymakers and for the better decision making at the government level. And the other important issue is related to water, and water management and water conservation is again one big issue. Water storage is also one big element of debate in the country, and we have to see that how we can make the best use of water treatment, water conservation, and also water management. We have in UET one of the best center in water resource and water management related activities that are being carried out. It's one of the premier institution and center in the country, and let's hope and pray that this conference will also engage the faculty members and experts from this center and many other centers who are opened in other parts of the country, as well as the international speakers who are going to contribute on water related issues, and it will also result into good recommendation as far as this conference is concerned. And the third element and theme of this conference is related to environment and climate change is a very big challenge, not only in the world but also in our country, where Pakistan is blessed with many opportunities, particularly with the glaciers, and we have to see making the modern use of technology and see that how we can actually bring modeling and simulation into the climate change that is taking place not only in the world but in this part of the region also. And this climate change is one of the big challenge which we have to incorporate in our planning, in our future programs of development, and see that how we can work and collaborate with many important centers and universities who are working, doing modeling and simulation, doing forecasting towards climate change, and how to bring about the implementation of the policies not only at international level but also in the country. So these three thematic topics which are part of the program of this international conference. I welcome all the delegations online and who are going to contribute and participate, and I'm sure that the good papers selected are going to be presented and published in good international journals, and this will give the university a good opportunity for networking, for collaboration, and see that how we can not only develop networking at national level but also at international level. So many congratulations once again to the conference organizers, Dr. Shahid Imran and his team, the Dean of Mechanical Engineering, the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Mansoor Sarwar, for this initiative, and I really appreciate their good work in bringing all experts from academia and from R&D and from other parts of the world to join in this very important conference that UET has organized. Thank you so very much, and Punjab Higher Education will support your international exchange program and collaboration with other institutions to the extent possible. Thank you very much, and may God bless.
Thank you, Chairman, Punjab Higher Education Commission, Professor Dr. Fazal Ahmad Khalid. Now I would like to invite Mr. Farooq Amjad Mir to say a few words. Mr. Farooq Amjad Mir is a well-known lawyer in the country and is an advocate in the Supreme Court of Pakistan. He is a former State Minister of Law and he is a graduate from Punjab University and King's College London. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Farooq Amjad Mir.
Technology is going to hold an international conference of water, energy and environment. All these subjects are very important, especially for countries like Pakistan. And although we have a very good legal regime to deal with all these problems, but as a lawyer and as an ex-parliamentary secretary for law, justice and human rights for the government of Pakistan, I can say that the will to enforce these laws is not there. It has never been there as it should have been. The people of Pakistan are not being told how to deal with these problems, and the experts who are going to gather, although on e-panel and not in person, we hope that whatever they suggest to people of Pakistan and to the government and to all concerned departments, those will be adhered to, given proper thought by the concerned authorities, and people of Pakistan will be able to lead their lives in a way which will be conducive for conservation of energy and water and cleanliness of environment, which even otherwise is a religious duty of everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Farooq Amjad Mir, for your kind words. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite the Honorable Minister Hamad Azhar to grace us with his words. He is the son of former Governor of Punjab, Mia Azhar. Mr. Hamad Azhar is a graduate from Aitchison College and University of London, and he holds the title of barrister. The World Economic Forum has named Mr. Hamad Azhar as one of its young global leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Honorable Minister, Barrister Hamad Azhar.
Thank you, Dr. Fahad Riaz. I'm very pleased to be a part of this international conference on energy, water and environment. I must appreciate the Department of Mechanical Engineering of UET Lahore, the new campus, and FSK Private Limited for taking this very important initiative. Despite the COVID situation, the organizing committee has done splendid work by hosting this international event. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to reflect on two aspects: the importance and relevance of this conference and the industry-academia linkages. Energy, water, and environment are the areas of continuous interest. The way our societies have evolved post-industrial revolution has a direct bearing on these areas. Energy is a major industrial input and hence govern the competitiveness and global placing of any enterprise. Water is a source of life, and its availability to the expanding population is a major challenge for the governments across the globe. It is required for human consumption, power production, as well as the industrial processes. Similarly, global warming and local climate conditions are being strongly influenced by our means of living and production. Interestingly, energy, water, and environment have strong nexus. Energy is required to meet the requirements of sustainable living, but its production pollutes the environment, which in turn impacts human health and life. Smog has been on the rise in recent years, and it requires our immediate attention and intervention. We must work on multiple fronts and adopt innovative strategies for consumption and conservation simultaneously. The use of clean, green, and alternative sources of production with an emphasis on indigenous production are the way forward. I strongly believe that the industry-academia linkages need to go beyond a cliché. There should be a workable triangulation between the industry, academia, and government bodies to evolve sustainable and practical solutions to the societal as well as industrial problems. It is only through this that we can attain the Sustainable Development Goals. In the end, I would like to appreciate the University of Engineering and Technology in general and Dr. Shahid Imran, the conference convener, for creating this great opportunity. I understand that the Department of Mechanical Engineering at the new campus is continuously trying to break the silo culture and help the local industry in terms of developing indigenous solutions. This conference is a great initiative, and I must congratulate the Vice Chancellor UET, Syed Mansoor Sarwar, for his initiatives and leadership. Thank you, Dr. Fahad Riaz. Please continue with the proceedings.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister, for your kind words. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have come to the end of the opening ceremony. And now we are going to split into parallel sessions, and you are all requested to go to your respective sessions to attend the technical presentations and poster presentations. I hope it will be a great learning experience for all of you, and please don't forget to do networking and sharing the contacts with each other. Thank you. Have a great day.